A lot of artists like to hate on Spotify, but discovery mode might be the one thing that finally wins them over. Some people say Spotify's algorithm is broken, but what if it's actually your biggest opportunity? And if you don't know what Spotify discovery mode is, it's literally this algorithm feature inside Spotify that allows your music to reach new listeners that are most likely to fall in love with your songs. So if like you walked up to a store and you were buying a CD back in the day, someone might say, "Oh, you like this band? Oh, then you would love this band here. You should buy them." That's what the Spotify's algorithm is literally doing 24/7 in places like radio, autoplay, and personalized playlists. And if you watch to this end of this video, I'm literally going to opt in some of my songs into Spotify discovery mode, and I'm also going to take songs out. But I want you to think of it as like you're planting a seed, okay? You're still the artist, you're still in control, but you're allowing your song to grow beyond the existing audience. You're giving Spotify permission to promote your song to millions of people on its platform. And that's really the only reason we love it, right? Is because they've got all the listeners. That's why we love it. It's not because like, oh, I just love Spotify. It's like, no, they've got all the fans. And so if Spotify's algorithm, aka their AI, artificial intelligence, that basically has all this data and it just knows who likes which bands and who likes which types of songs, then it'll be like, hey, I'm going to share this song via autoplay so that fans are more likely to save it and get into it and like stream your songs, right? Now, of course, there's a slightly discounted royalty, okay, that you pay in exchange, but you're getting massive exposure for a ton of potential, right? Like you're getting the opportunity to literally reach thousands of new fans for like pennies on the dollar. I'll never forget when I got the email from TuneCore a few years back now. I think it was like around COVID or just before COVID. I can't remember. But there was a beta program to be involved in this. And I was like, heck yeah, sign me up. You're going to promote my music. And I'll never forget one of my songs literally went from like 4,000 streams a day to 17,000 streams a day, which is crazy. Now, I've sold a portion of my catalog, and I know the distributor hasn't even opted in some of my biggest songs right now to discovery mode, and so I'm waiting for them to be re-opted in. But this is literally how I went from hundreds of thousands of monthly listeners, and when I hit over 1 million was when I opted into Spotify discovery mode. Now, not everybody has it yet because you haven't reached that threshold. And so you need to hit, I think it's 2,500 followers or it's 25,000 streams within 30 days. They're always changing the numbers, but at the end of the day, you need data. Like it needs data. It needs something to work with to be able to share your song. And so you can opt in your song, right? Like it's not just like, hey, oh, I release songs. Now Spotify's just going to share it automatically. No, you've got to give it some data, some streams. And also the song has to be out for at least 30 days. And I'm going to show you that because I had a song that came out over 30 days ago and it got enough streams and it showed up in the radio algorithm just on its own because we promoted the song. And so it's got to show up in radio. I think it's got to have a certain amount of streams in the last 7 days, and then you can opt in that song. And so Spotify's saying, hey, look, if you do a little bit of the work here, we'll come alongside you and we'll promote it even more, right? And share it for more listeners. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen and show you where you turn this on and where you turn it off, because I'm going to take some songs out because some songs perform really, really well with it and some songs don't. And so I want to opt out the songs that aren't performing well. So I'm in my Spotify for artist.com and I can see that about 157 people are listening to my song right now. I am going to click on campaigns. And you can see here I've got the marquee and showcase, but then I've also got the discovery mode, which it also says beta. So that means they haven't rolled this out to everybody yet. So I'm going to click discovery mode. And again, it says grow your audience with discovery mode. Get heard. Discovery mode can help your music get heard in the areas of Spotify where listeners are most open to discovering new music. That sparks repeat listeners. Artists on average see a 50% increase in saves, 44% increase in user playlist ads, and 37% in followers in the first month, okay? And you can see here every month you can set up a campaign for songs that are a priority for you. Use reporting to help you measure your progress. You can focus your efforts by turning discovery mode on when it's working and off when it's not. So I don't opt in all my songs And you can see here, I got 17 days left to edit my campaign for November. And I can see the results here for October. So I'm going to click on October here first. And I've got 50 songs opted in right now, because the ones that I control. And I can see it got me 466 new listeners. I can see that it got me a total of 8,000 streams, and it's down a little bit. And it's showing me, look, these 37 songs are seeing more streams in discovery mode, okay, compared to the 28 days before the campaign began. And if you remember and you watched my 30-day challenge, I had help and I opted it in here. So I got a 525% increase, okay? But what's really important is if I scroll down, you can see these 84 songs are seeing fewer streams, okay, in discovery mode. So there's a lot of songs I need to opt out that aren't doing as well, because I don't want to clutter the algorithm if it's not working, especially in my better songs. And then if we scroll to the very, very bottom, I know, where is it? Not here. Let's go back. And I click on Edit November Campaign. This is where these are the previously selected songs, right? And here's other eligible songs. And look, this new one just came out. It came out September 5th, and now it's October 13th. So it's been out for 30 days, like I said. And so, of course, I want to opt that one in. Now, what I want to do is, based on, because I already looked at this data before, I saw which songs weren't getting that great of a response. And so if I scroll down here, I remember seeing Starts With a Legend wasn't doing very good, and I could even see it got a minus streams. I can see Born for Greatness, Seven Nation Army, bummer on that one, Born to Be a Legend. A lot of these didn't do that good, so guess what? I'm opting them out, okay? Because I don't want to. I'm going to keep Save You In, because that one just freaking crushes. I don't believe that. I'm going to leave that, because that's one of my biggest songs. But like some of these other ones, I'm going to remove these, okay? Because I don't want to clutter the algorithm, okay? And so I encourage you do you want to monitor this to make sure that you're not like cluttering the algorithm just to opt them in. So I'm going to start with those for now. I'm going to click Next, and then I'm going to click I confirm. And look, commission selections for discovery mode are made at the song level, not the track identifier. And where is it saying, look, when discovery mode is turned on for a song, Spotify charges a 30% commission on recording royalties generated from all streams of the song track URIs in discovery mode context, okay? So that really means whenever they're sharing the song out, you get a 30% commission, but that's only on the first stream, and it's only on the recording royalties. It's not on the master side. Because remember, there's two royalties that are generated, right? There's the master side, which is the sound recording here, right? Which is where they take. And then there's also the publishing, okay? The publishing, the songwriter royalty. So I'm going to click Submit. And then boom, your November campaign will be active from November 1st till the 30th. And then I can edit it after that and keep optimizing. So a couple key takeaways here is, what if I don't have Spotify discovery mode yet? Well, then you need to run more ads and do more promotions to a playlist and blow up your songs, okay? And get more streams over a 30-day period. Probably put a support ticket in to your distributor or Spotify to see if you have access, especially if you're getting thousands and thousands of streams a month, then I'm pretty sure you've got enough data. But hey, talk to them directly. Put the support ticket in with your distributor or Spotify themselves and say, hey, can I get access to this? That's what I would do first. That's goal number one. And then goal number two is opt in your songs. Like, start testing this out. You know, put in your best songs, put in your top 10, see how it goes, see if your monthly listeners, and keep opting in more songs. And if they perform well, keep them in. If they don't, take them out, and then switch and keep testing. Like, we get so nervous that like it's like we're going to break something and nothing is fixable. Like, don't be afraid of getting your hands dirty and just getting in the game. Like, don't let fear control you. Let faith step out in faith and go for your dreams, okay? Step out and try something. If you need help with this stuff, flick me an email at support@smartmusicbusiness.com. Send us a link with your Spotify profile. I don't want to hear your long story. It's not that I don't care. It's that I don't got time. I just want to see your profile, check out your music, and then I'll respond to you. Say, hey, look, I'm looking for some help. I'm looking to possibly get help with the campaign, but then I'll dive into it. And again, that's not to be mean or anything, or I don't care about your story. Of course, I care about everybody, but you know, the music industry is busy, man. And literally, like I reached out to someone on the weekend in the business that I wanted to work with, and I had to keep it short and sweet and to the point, right? Because nobody has time for this long, super email, and it just goes in the trash. And unfortunately, sometimes when it's just too overwhelming because people are busy. And so if you've got this long email that you want to write to somebody, me or anybody else, throw it in ChatGPT and say, how can I shorten this and make it more effective so that it can just be straight to the point, be polite, what do you want, you know what I mean? Like, or what you're asking for, you know what I mean? Like, I've just learned, like, trying to get the attention of people that I want to work with, I've got to be clear, all right? I got to be polite. And the other thing is I got to learn to follow up sometimes. And if you have sent us an email and we honestly haven't fully responded, it might just be the music isn't ready yet. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and that's unfortunately, and I don't have time to respond to everybody. And some of them I don't. Some of you have sent me emails, and unfortunately the music's just not there yet, and I just don't have time to respond. And that's unfortunately just how the music business is. It's not always, the response isn't, hey, you know, I can't work with you, or sometimes it's like our roster is too full, or we don't have the time, or whatever it is. But a lot of times it's just silence. And that's because people are too busy or they don't see a big enough opportunity. And I could choose to get offended by that, or people choose to offended, but I choose not to get offended. You know, offense is not the way we want to go. We just got to understand, like, that's the game, and we got to have joy. You know, I want to have the joy of the Lord every day. I want to walk in faith. I want to walk in peace. And don't be so quick to give your peace away to someone who cuts you off in traffic or says a negative comment online or something like that. Like, we got to protect our peace and our joy, because that's where the workflow comes in. That's where the creativity. And I'm literally getting goosebumps right now, because I know when I'm tapping into peace and I'm not worried about what other people think or whatever they say, it's like I'm not going to give it away. They're not taking it. It's my choice, and it's your choice whether we want to get offended. Offense is something that happens, but being offended is a choice. You know, some people will go all offense and do things, right? But it's up to me and up to you whether we get offended. And so I encourage you, as you go into this week and life happens, keep your peace, keep your joy, get into this game and enjoy the journey.